Hello crafters, we should be live on Facebook and YouTube. I am really excited to be showing you today the brand new Papercraft Society box that we've just launched on our website this morning over at chloescreativecards.co.uk. So I can see that some of you are joining me already, so please do leave a little comment in the comment box. I've got my iPad next to me so I can see the comments that are coming through on both Facebook and YouTube. Now, of course, as always with this video today, it'll be recorded and then it'll be popped up onto Facebook and popped up onto YouTube, so you can catch up with it at any time you would like to. You can watch this one back. So today is going to be all about the Papercraft Society box. So you might have seen a couple of the little unboxing videos that went up, I think it was earlier this morning, on Facebook and on YouTube. So you have a little idea of what's inside, but I'm going to show you how to use some of the elements that you are getting in the fantastic kit today. So let's dive on in and have a little look. So this is the Papercraft Society box. So it's going to come packaged in this little brown box, and then when you lift it out, you will have this beautiful kind of it's blue, it's like icy blue with snowflakes and butterflies on, and then it's got the beautiful silver butterflies foiled on the front as well, which is gorgeous. It's a lovely little box that you can keep all of your goodies in. And this is from the Papercraft Society. So for anyone that doesn't know, Papercraft Society is like a papercraft subscription club. So basically, you get sent a different box every month, and every month is a different designer. So for box number 62, it was me designing this fabulous box. So it's got a winter birthday theme. But what we've done that's a little bit different is I was like, I know some of our customers at Chloe's Creative Cards are going to want just this box. So we have got a limited quantity of stock of this gorgeous box available. So we'll dive on in and have a little look at what you are getting inside, and then I'll let you know all of the details about where you can buy this one at. Of course, it's on the website at chloescreativecards.co.uk if you would like to hop over and have a little look. So let's open it up. I am going to pop this on the overhead camera, so just give me 2 seconds. There we go. So we've got the overhead in. So this is your box as it's going to arrive at home. We have got the beautiful pale blue print on here, and we've got the gorgeous foiled butterflies on the front as well, which are beautiful. If we open this box up, you will see we've got a little quote inside. So this one says, "Crafting makes everything better, even Mondays," which is very true, I think. Then you are going to get some beautiful blue tissue. Now, I have to be honest, our box, this tissue has been opened and undone lots of times, so ours is looking a little bit battered now. Yours will be a little bit neater than ours is. So when we open this up, you are going to receive lots of goodies. Now, where the value really is in this kit is inside this fantastic wallet. So when you open the wallet up, you will see the goodies that you have got inside. So we've got a beautiful A6 embossing folder with kind of like a circle or a bubble design. So again, the theme is winter birthdays, but like you're going to be able to use this all year round. It's not necessarily just a wintry or just a Christmassy themed kit. Fantastic for winter birthdays if, like me, you are born in the winter. A beautiful kit for that. But we've tried to think about putting some elements in that you can use throughout the year too. So we've got this beautiful A6 embossing folder, which is going to look gorgeous, glittered up. Pop your inks over the top of this one. Of course, you can be using your sanding block as well to sand across the top. Next up, we have got a beautiful stencil. So this is a lovely snowflake design. I'll pop my hands underneath there just so you can see that one. This is stunning. If, like me, you still have not made many Christmas cards, this is going to be great. You're going to be able to pop your paste through this, add your glitters over the top, add your inks through this. Maybe try running it through your die cutting machine as well with the rubber mat to give it that lovely embossed effect. So that is your beautiful snowflake stencil. So you can see you've got the snowflake designs on here, but they're kind of on like these beaded chains. So it looks lovely if you add some little bits of glitter onto there, add some little jewels onto there as well. Or if you wanted to, you could mask off some of the individual snowflakes and just ink through some of those too. So you can then kind of just ink through the centre and create these beautiful snowflake designs. So that is your snowflake stencil. Next up, we have got a lovely set of sentiment stamps. So again, carrying on with that winter theme, these are all winter themed sentiments, but they are a really big size, and they are also fantastic in a beautiful, beautiful kind of scripty font, which is lovely. So we've got on your winter birthday, winter wishes, and I love this one. A snowflake is winter's butterfly, which is lovely, and you'll see how this all ties in together perfectly with the kit too. So that's your sentiment stamp set. We've then got an A5 stamp set. So this is a really good size again. I'm going to flip this wallet over and just show you that on there so you can see the designs that we've got in here. So we've got that beautiful, really large butterfly stamp with half of those gorgeous snowflakes on the wings. This is going to look fantastic stamped and embossed. You could be glittering it up too. So you can be using that one in lots of different ways. If you wanted to do like a modern twist on Christmas cards as well, that one would be fantastic. I've noticed when I've been out in the shops this year, there's been lots of butterflies and dragonflies as Christmas tree decorations. So again, that would be beautiful to use for that kind of thing. You could stamp and emboss this onto heat resistant acetate as well, which would look beautiful. You've then got like a little trail stamp, so you can be stamping that underneath the butterfly. You've got some little kind of stars. You've got some beautiful little snowflakes in here as well. So they are lovely to kind of build up a background, to do your own inky effects. You've got a little butterfly with a butterfly trail here. You've got a smaller butterfly down the bottom. You've got a little cluster of snowflakes and stars. And then you've got this beautiful tree stamp. So the tree would look beautiful just stamped as a bare tree with a little bit of glitter on, maybe it's for Christmas, or we've designed it so you can take some of the elements like the snowflakes and like the butterflies and you can overlay it onto the tree and really layer it up to add depth and dimension, which looks fantastic. So that is your A5 stamp set. And then finally within this little wallet, you have got a beautiful die set. So this is the die set here. Let me just flip that round so that you can have a little look. So we've got a beautiful snowflake design, and this is so intricate. It is absolutely gorgeous. So that's going to cut out that snowflake frame. You've then got an inner circle so that you can cut out another circle to mat and layer on the top. So we've kind of thought about how you'd want to create your cards with this one. You've got some snowflakes that you can die cut out. You've got a little solid butterfly, so again that can fit onto that tree stamp. So you can mix and match and use this in lots of different ways. You've got a beautiful butterfly. This butterfly is gorgeous and it's a lovely size to be using on some of your projects as well, just as a little embellishment. That works really, really well. And then we've got a little 6-petaled flower, but we've got that in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sizes. So you can cut this out and use it as a flower, or you can use it to create like paper roses too, which looks fantastic. So that's your die set. So that's everything that you are getting in your little wallet. So if you pop that all back in there, like so. So that's that little piece here. And then next up, we've got a little pack of embellishments. So we've got some little satin bows. So you've got 2 in pink, 2 in blue and 2 in lilac. So these reflect the colours in the papers within the kit. You've then got a little pot of glitter, which is like it's like a pinky kind of colour mix. Really, really pretty. Lovely for doing like the centres of your flowers because it almost looks like pollen. Really gorgeous. And then we've got a little paper pack. So you've got some double-sided like printed cardstock in here. So you've got 6 sheets of that in different colours. And again, the colours all reflect what's in the kit. Really, really pretty. You've then got a couple of sheets of mirror cards. You've got like a pinky lilac colour and a blue. I don't know how that's going to pick up on the camera. It's a little bit hard to kind of show. And then you've also got a couple of sheets of white vellum as well. So the vellum's going to be fantastic for stamping and embossing onto. Of course, you could stamp and emboss onto here in white to do that full parchment effect. That would look absolutely fabulous. And then you've also got a little paper pack in here. Now, a couple of the paper designs are missing because I've had to steal them for demos. But you can see the kind of designs that you have got in here. These are stunning. So there is a snowflake one as well. That's the one that I stole for the demo. But you can see you've got that gorgeous icy colour palette. And that to me is what makes this kind of wintry. It's the icy colours, the icy blue, the icy pink and the icy lilac. Really, really beautiful. These are going to be fantastic for using as backgrounds on your cards. And for all these are A5, you can kind of, what I've been doing on some of the samples is lining them up like this, and then either popping a little piece of ribbon around the middle or adding a little bit of mirror card across the centre as well. And that then gives you a larger sheet, so you can do like an 8x8 card if you wanted to as well. So those are your beautiful papers. Pop those back in the bag. And then finally, you also get a little inspiration booklet in here. So this has got some projects in that myself, Rebecca, Glynis has done some projects for this one as well. I think it's Sarah Jackman Reid as well from the Practical Publishing Design team has done some projects with these. So you get a little content sheet of what you are getting in your box. And then you get lots of step-by-step projects in here. So we've got some beautiful ones done with the dies. We've done some with the stamps as well. We've done one with the stencil. This is the card I'm going to show you how to make today. Then got a little interview with me as well, giving you some ideas as to what you can do with the box. We've then got some gorgeous projects from Rebecca, showing you how to use your wow powders with these. Use them in lots of different ways, and you can see how fabulous that then looks. We've got some more projects from Rebecca here, using the tree and using that beautiful butterfly stamp. And I have got all of these projects next to me here, so you can have a little look at that. We've then got our some projects from Glynis as well, using the snowflake frame. So you can see how lovely that is going to look. Some from Sarah Jackman Reid as well, using a little bit of ink and showing you a totally different look with these, not quite as blingy as what we've done. And then some lovely ones from Rebecca as well. But you can see how fabulous these are. And then that just tells you a little bit about the Papercraft Society at the back there. So you can see the kind of projects that you can be creating with this kit. So we'll pop it all back in the box, and then I will pop the Chloe cam in because I've got it all set up ready to go, and I'll show you some of the finished card samples. So that is the Papercraft Society box. It is on the website right now at www.chloescreativecards.co.uk, and the box itself is priced at £27.99. So I'll pop the little graphic in for that one there. But you can see how much you are getting in here. The value in these Papercraft Society boxes is always fantastic. This is brand new as well, so if you subscribe to the Papercraft Society, you might have already had this box. If you don't, or you've maybe never heard of it before, this box will be brand new to you. It would make a fantastic Christmas gift for a crafter as well, because you've got some really beautiful goodies on there. The box isn't sold out. It is available on our website, www.chloescreativecards.co.uk. It should be on the new in page, or if Rebecca's watching, should be next door. I'm in here on my own today. She'll be able to drop the link for the product so you can have a little look there. But you can see how fantastic that then looks. So that is your Papercraft Society box, and that is how it all comes together. It is absolutely gorgeous, but I know you're going to want to see kind of in detail some of the projects that you can be creating at home. So everything that I'm showing you today is included in that little project booklet. So let me pop the card samples in so you can have a little look. So the first one that I'm showing you here is one of Glynis's projects. But you can see how beautiful this looks. So what Glynis has done is she has used the waste in the background to die cut out a frame. Then she's inset the frame that she's actually die cut. And then she's added some of those flowers using the die. She's used one of the sentiments, and she's used that beautiful butterfly in the corner as well. And you can see by layering up a couple of those butterflies and adding a little bit of glitter onto there, it really looks like that butterfly could just fly away. But you can see that that is absolutely gorgeous. So that is one of Glynis's projects. I'm going to grab my little card stand in, and then I can just flick through and show them. So next up, this is one of Rebecca's. So she's used that stencil. This is quite a kind of pale coloured one, so it might be a little bit harder to see on the camera. But what she's done is she's inked through it first with a little bit of pink, blue and lilac ink. Then she's gone over the top with a little bit of Cosmic Shimmer, the Dries Clear texture paste. And then she's popped some glitter over the top of there to add that extra sparkle. She's added some jewels onto these little kind of beaded bits at the top, and then added a sentiment onto there as well. But you can see how beautiful the colours are in this kit. We've got another one of Glynis's coming up here. So this one here is gorgeous. Again, look at the detail on that snowflake frame die. This is going to be perfect where you can to kind of layer up for your smaller projects as well, for your 6x6 cards. It's going to be fantastic. Or of course, if you want to kind of size it up and do some 8x8s or 7x7s, that would work fantastically as well. That sentiment is a really nice size in the middle, but you can see how it fits the centre of the die perfectly. And we've die cut some of those little butterflies out of some mirror card too. So you can see how fantastic that one looks. Next up, this is one of Rebecca's. So using all of those little snowflake stamps, but showing you how you can use kind of some of the smaller elements, but use them in different ways to create backgrounds and create some larger projects as well. So you can see how gorgeous that one is. We've triple embossed the butterfly on here as well. So we've just covered it with ink and then covered it with wow powder and heated it up and added a little jewel into the centre there. And again, you can see that sentiment going across the middle on your winter birthday, which is of course included in the kit too. Next up, we've got an A5 project from Rebecca here too. I'm going to just lay that one down just a little bit, just so you can see that a little bit better on the camera. So she's used that beautiful butterfly stamp and she's stamped that onto some blue vellum and heated that up with opaque bright white embossing powder and then covered it with some crystallina glitter to give it that beautiful sparkle. This lovely snowflake paper in the background as well has been layered up and it's got on your winter birthday on the top, so you can see how beautiful that one then looks. Next up, another one of Rebecca's. So again, another A5 project, but using that stencil to show you how you can use it in a different way. So she's inked through this one and then she's stamped out some of the snowflakes and then layered them up over the top, and she's done those on vellum. Added in some little butterflies and added a sentiment onto there too. And you can see how fantastic that then looks. All matted and layered up with those papers that you are getting in the kit too. Next up, another one of Glynis's. You can see all of the bling and sparkle on here. I seem to be missing my cards here. I've made some for this one as well, but they're not in the little holder. I wonder if they're still at the publishers. Anyway, you can see how this card looks beautiful, all layered up. So using that gorgeous snowflake die again, popping a little bit of mirror card behind, adding that winter wishes sentiment into the middle and layering up some of those snowflakes. Add your little pearls on here, add your jewels, add a little bow. You can see how fantastic that all looks and how it all works perfectly together. Next up, we've got one using that lovely bear tree stamp. So you can see we've stamped the tree twice and then used some of the little butterflies and layered those up just onto there, onto some vellum, and added some little jewels onto there too. And then we've got that beautiful winter wishes sentiment just going across the top there as well. And you can see how fabulous that looks. But just using that tree in a different way as well, it just looks fantastic. And then another one to show you another way to use the tree. So you can see we have used that snowflake die just to cut out a frame, and we've stuck it onto some double-sided adhesive paper and then covered it with some crystallina glitter, so that then gives you that sparkle behind the snowflakes. You can then be adding your jewels and your pearls into the middle of those snowflakes. You can stamp and emboss your tree design, die cut out those little snowflakes and get those layered up just onto the top of the tree. We've then added a winter wishes sentiment just in the bottom corner, and look, I love this little idea as well. Adding a little snowflake just into the middle of the bow. Doesn't that look lovely? And of course, we have had the little bow tying tutorial on our page, so please do hop over and have a little look and see what you could be creating, because I've done a couple of bow tying tutorials which lots of you have asked for. So I've tried to go in slow motion, but it's one of those techniques where if I do it slowly I get myself in a knot and can't do it, so I've gone as slow as I can. But you can see how beautiful that card then looks. So I'm going to pop these cards to one side and I'm going to show you how to create a lovely project using this kit. So let me pop these all back away and I'm going to pop the little overhead camera in. I'll put some finished card samples in so you can have a little look at them. Look, the blue one, that's the one that I did, one of the blue ones, but I don't know where that's gone. It's gone missing. Anyway, we do see when they go back and forward to kind of magazines and things, we do sometimes, a couple do sometimes go missing, so it might just be that they've maybe kept them there. So thank you all for your comments as well. I can see them coming in. So hello to Carol, Rachel, Joanna, Let me just have a little scroll through. Diane, thank you all so much for commenting. I am so pleased to hear that you are loving this Papercraft Society box. Something a little bit different, and we don't normally release product in December, so this is a little bit of an extra Christmas treat. So what we're going to do is we're going to be creating this project here. So we're going to make something along the lines of this one. Now, because we actually only get sent one kit to work with, we have had to change the papers up just a little bit, just so that you can so that we could show you how to make this one. So if we have a little look, we have got the beautiful papers in the background. We are going to be using the stencil as well, and we're going to be using one of the stamps too. So to get started, I have got a piece of a crystal white pearl card, and we're going to tape our stencil down into place. So the way that I like to tape my stencil is I like to pop a little bit of tape at the top first, because that then acts like a little hinge. So then if you've missed any bits, you can always kind of stick it back down and go back over. And then I like to do a little bit of tape along the bottom. Just going to get these little bits of kitchen roll out of the stencil. We've washed this one quite a few times, so it's just got a little bit of kitchen roll stuck in there, and we don't want it to affect the image. So it's just with it being the little detailed bits of the snowflakes. There we go. So we'll try that again. So we're going to put one piece across the top here, and then we're going to take another piece just across the bottom of the stencil, and we're going to lift that up, and then we're going to squish it down. And just do that again. I'm trying my best not to get my head in the way of the camera here. So pop that there, lift that up, hold it in place. You want to hold it so it's nice and tight, and then stick that down. And then we'll take a little bit of adhesive and just pop that along each of the sides. So I'm just using a little bit of low tack tape for this one. I'm just using the Scotch like I would for my die cutting. So what we are then going to do is we are going to pop some paste through. So if you are doing this at home, I would 100% recommend a spatula to do this. Oh, I think the lid's dried on my paste. No, let me try and get the lid off. There we go. I was having a right panic there. Right, so this is just Cosmic Shimmer. You can use clear or white texture paste. It's not really going to matter because we're going to put the glitter over the top. So what I then do is you can take a paintbrush or a spatula. So you're going to just take your paste, and I just tend to paste it along the top like this. Nice and easy to do. Okay, and then I take something flat. So if you haven't got anything at home, you can use an acrylic block, and then I just paste my paste through my stencil. So it looks like I'm using a lot, but the reality is I'm not, because I'm scraping most of it off, and most of it is going to go straight back into the jar. So if you then miss any bits, you can just go back in, pop a little bit of paste in there. I'm going to scrape that bit off, pop that back into the jar. And just scrape away any excess, and then any paste that you don't use is going to go straight back into the pot. Just going to grab a little baby wipe just to get rid of some of this kind of paste that I've now got everywhere. Classic. I feel like it's not crafting if you don't make a bit of a mess. So what we're then going to do is we're going to pop the lid on that paste before I knock it over, because that's also a strong possibility. And we're going to take some scrap paper. We're going to start by peeling off at the bottom, like that. And then peeling off either side. So this one. This one. And then we can lift this up There's the grand reveal of our beautiful stenciled image. So you can see all of the details on the snowflakes there. So I've actually stolen the silver glitter from the previous Papercraft Society box, which is a silver. And we're just going to shimmy that all over the image like this. And there we go. And then you would just leave that to dry, and that would be your beautiful panel, obviously once you've trimmed it down. So we'll pop this glitter back into the little pot, like so. And then we'll start to build up our base card. So, like I said, we've had to kind of improvise just a little bit, just as we didn't have enough of the papers to create the exact same one. So we've used some of the lilac and some of the blue in the papers. So we're going to use a little bit of PVA glue on the back just to stick our mats and layers together. Is anyone else really behind on their Christmas cards? Like, I've been trying to start. I've done a few, but oh my word, I just feel like there's not enough hours in the day at the moment to be able to create them all. So I think this is the wrong piece of card. Just double check. No, it's not. Right. So, sorry, a little bit more glue on here. And then we'll pop that onto there. Like that. I think what's nice about these Papercraft Society boxes as well is it gives you the opportunity to try something that's a little bit new. So maybe if you're not into stenciling but you don't want to commit fully to like the full stencil setup. Just done that wrong, popped on the wrong side. You can then kind of just dip your toe in and try a little bit of stenciling, or maybe you're not a stamper and you're like, oh, I want to give that a go. It gives you the opportunity just to maybe try something out, but without fully kind of committing to spending a lot on just one kind of craft. So what we're then going to do is I've just taken a very thin slither of an offcut of mirror card. And what I'm going to do is just glue this just along where I've joined these two papers together. So again, you've got full instructions for this project just in your little project booklet. So you can use those. And that's then going to get stuck onto our card blank. But what I want to do with the card is add a little bit of glitter onto there. Because as we know, I do love a little bit of sparkle. So I'm going to take a chisel tip glue pen and I'm going to take some Crystallina glitter. So there we go. There we go. Must have topped this one up the other week. It's a very, look at that. Very full tub, that one. So I am going to take some scrap paper to start with. I'm going to do a little bit of edging just around the edges. So I'm going to take our card blank. Now, if you're not confident enough to go straight onto the card blank, you could just put a little white mat and layer. So I'm going to take my glue pen. This is a brand new one. So I'll just show you what I'm doing just to the side here. I'm just priming this. So you're just going to press the glue pen down until you see that glue start to flow through the tip. And then it's primed and ready to go. So you can just drag that glue pen just along the edge of your card, like so. Dunk that into your glitter. And you can kind of just keep going like this. Get your glitter onto your card blank, just around the edges. And then I'm going to glitter around the edge of this one as well. So I'll just go to that bit of mirror card. And then just dunk that in. And just work our way around, adding the glitter onto here. Okay, and then we're going to pop that to one side. and grab some foam pads in. Some foam pads here. So of course these are our fantastic foam pads on a roll. These are great. If you've not seen them before, please do hop over to the website and have a little look. They make crafting so easy. So we're going to stick those foam pads just onto the back, and then we're just going to peel the backs off of these like so. Okay. And then we're going to grab our card blanket, and then we're going to position that down onto our base card and just stick that down in place. Okay, so you can see how lovely that is then looking. Just see how we're doing with this stenciling. I have got one that I've already done, so I might use that one instead. But while we're waiting for this to dry, we'll pop our little sentiment onto here. So we're going to use a little bit of anti-static bag just to dust this over, and we're also going to use a Wow clear embossing ink pad. So we are just going to dust over this crystal white card, and I'm going to take my ink pad and ink up my stamp. So lots of light tapping all over the image, and then we're going to position that down onto our card and press. So you want firm, even pressure all over the stamp. And what I tend to find helps is if you keep one hand on and then using your other hand, just lightly press. And that then will give you a nice stamped image. So then next up, we are going to take our metallic polished silver and we're going to sprinkle that over the top. Hopefully not onto your mat like I just have done there. So let me grab a bit of scrap paper. Onto there and then put that back into the jar. It's like it never happened. So then we'll take our heat tool and we're going to heat up the sentiment. So we're going to hold this still, and then as soon as we see that embossing powder start to melt and change, we're just moving the heat gun over the image. There we go. So just hold that still, just give that a couple of seconds just to kind of let that just cool down just a little bit before we go in and cut these out. So I'm then going to just use my scissors, and all I do is just go in. I like to hold the scissor blade straight, and then just kind of, you're just going to feed the paper or the card into the scissors like this. I'm just going to work round and trim this out. So that then gives you your little winter wishes die cut sentiment. So then we're going to pop a little bit of foam just onto the back of there, and I'm going to grab a couple of sparklers. So let me have a little look. Got some blue ones. Oh no, they're lilac, not blue. There's some little blue ones. So I'm going to use those. And what I like to do is just dot the eyes with a little jewel. I think that looks quite cute. So just take a pair of tweezers, and then using that smallest little jewel that we've got in the pack, we're just going to stick that onto there. So then you've got your little winter wishes. Now I have got a little stencil background that we have done before. So you can see how that one has dried down. Now some of my glitter has come off a little bit, I think, because we prepped this one quite a while ago, ready for today's demo. It's just kind of been rattled about a little bit in the box. So what we have then done is taken one of the little snowflake dies that you are getting in the set, and we've die cut out some little snowflakes. And what I'm going to do is just lay these over the top. So I've got some blue ones and I've also got some pink ones. And we can just work around and dot these little snowflakes onto here. So let me continue on and show you how to do this one. Let me just check that's looking good onto there. So what I would then do is take a little bit of scrap paper again. I'm going to grab in my glue pen and just edge along each side. There. And then we're going to take our Crystallina glitter and again just dunk that in. So it gives it that lovely kind of little Crystallina edge. And then we are going to take some foam pads just onto the back of here. Like this. And then we'll peel the backs off of these. So again, really quickly, you can just take the backs off of these ones here. Okay. And then we're going to position this down onto the card blank, like so. I'm going to put my little winter wishes just in that top left corner here. Okay. And then I'm going to take some foam pads and I'm going to just trim them down so they are really quite small. And then what I'm going to do is just take these, which are going to be very, very tiny. I'm going to just position these down into the middle of the little snowflakes. And then that'll mean that we can position those down. Like that. And then we can take our little die cut snowflakes and pop these over the top. Don't panic if you can see the foam pad just a little bit, because I'm going to go back in just with a little bit of PVA glue. Not PVA glue, I'm going to go back in with a jewel. I find it very hard to concentrate and talk today as I'm crafting these ones. There we go, and then we'll take this other one and just pop this on here. So, it would help if I took the back off of the foam pad. Does always help. And then we're going to add this one just onto here. And then I've taken my my bling box, which is the Everyday Essentials one. And I've also got some little bows as well. So I might go with pink bows on this one. So you can kind of decide where you want to pop your little bows onto here. So let me grab, see if I've got some little glue dots. We'll use those to stick the bows down. And then we'll take a couple of little sparklers and you're going to put those over the knots of the bows. So then put that there. Little glue dot on the back of here and pop that one there. Okay, and then we'll take some jewels from the bling box. I'm going to put 3 in the bottom corner of the middle size. Let's see if I've got my little paper jewel. Yes, I have. So 3 little jewels just in the bottom corner there. And then we'll put a little blob of glue just in the middle of each of these snowflakes. Put a little jewel in the middle of those. I feel like you can never have too much bling, especially at Christmas. And then we go in and just where some of the little dots are on the chains. Just going to go in and just add a little blob of glue. And then what I like to do is add a couple of little jewels just onto here. Like so. Add a little one there. There we go. And then if we fast forward to the one that is all finished and dry. So that's the one that we've just created in the pinks and the lilacs. And then fast forward, the same techniques. This is the same one but in blue. So you can see how pretty that card then looks. Just using the stencil and the dies and some of the beautiful papers from the Papercraft Society box as well. So I'll just pop a little graphic in just so you can have a quick little look at some more finished card samples, and then I'll come back and give you another little run through of the box. Right then, so I just wanted to double check there while I was tidying up actually, because I noticed a couple of comments saying you wish the papers were bigger than A5. So the reason why they are A5 is so that they fit in the little box. But literally on the inside front cover of the little booklet that you were going to get with the Papercraft Society box, there is a download link. So you can hop onto this website and then you can download the papers and print them yourself at home. So then you could print them in A4. I was 99% sure that I'd seen that, but I wanted to double check before I told you because it's hard when they're not hosted on our website. But they are hosted on the Papercraft Society. So the little link on the inside front cover, that is where you can go and download more of the papers to print yourself at home as well. So if there's some that you maybe's like the snowflake one, especially we used a lot, maybe you're like, oh, yes, I wish we could get some more of that paper. You certainly can. So hop over and have a little look in the booklet. And again, all of the projects that I've shown you today are included in here. So you can have a little look and we hold your hand when you get this box home and tell you exactly what to do with all of the elements in the kit. And there are some fantastic ideas in here. So, little reminder, this is your fantastic Papercraft Society box. I will pop the overhead camera in so that we can have another little look at this one. There we go. So you can see this is the box that you are going to get when you get it home. It is beautiful. It's lovely to keep your goodies in together as well. So when we open this up, you've got your lovely little quote. You've got your tissue paper, which of course you could be using on a project. You've then got some little bows and a little pot of pink glitter. You've then got the folder, and this is where kind of all of that value is contained. You've got your beautiful A5 stamp set, which has got all of your butterflies on here, your snowflakes, your trees, absolutely gorgeous. We've then got a lovely sentiment set. So we've got on your winter birthday, winter wishes. A snowflake is winter's butterfly in that beautiful scripty font, really lovely. We've then got the 6x6 stencil with those beautiful snowflakes on. So this is going to be gorgeous for creating your Christmas cards, using your pastes with these, maybe inking through it as well. That would look fantastic. We've then got the A6 embossing folder, which you're going to be able to use all year round. Absolutely gorgeous design. Really, really lovely. You've got your metal die set. So we've got a lovely butterfly. We've got some snowflakes. We've got some flowers. We've got that snowflake frame. And I've done a project with this one that will be going up on YouTube. So that's already filmed and showing you how to use the die set too, which is beautiful. You've then got your lovely printed papers, which we have just established. You can go onto the Papercraft Society website and download, so you can print some more of these yourself at home, which is fabulous. So those are your lovely papers. We have then got some mirror card and some vellum. So we've got a couple of sheets of vellum and a couple of sheets of mirror card. Let me lift that out. So we've got the mirror card in like a pinky lilac colour and a lovely blue, and then 2 sheets of white vellum. And then we have got a little pack of printed cardstock. So you've got all the colours that are going to coordinate perfectly with your Papercraft Society box kit. So you can see all of the fantastic goodies that you are getting packed in this box. And like I say, as a Christmas present for a crafter, this will be fantastic. I should also give a little mention as well to the fact that we have gift vouchers available on the website, and we will have new product probably launching in January next year, so that will be coming soon. So if you would like a little crafty present for Christmas and you are not sure what to ask for, our gift vouchers are a fantastic option. So that is your Papercraft Society box, which is available now at www.chloescreativecards.co.uk, and it is priced at £27.99. Again, all of the details are on the website, so please do hop over and have a little look. It will be on the new in page as well if you are looking for it. So let me pop the camera back onto me and here we go. So thank you all for joining me so much today. I really hope that you have enjoyed seeing the goodies that are in this Papercraft Society box. It's been great, and thank you all for joining me. I have been reading the comments as we go. It's just sometimes a little bit difficult to kind of read the comments and answer at the same time when I'm demoing. That's when I then start to make mistakes, so I've tried to stop doing that so much. So thank you all for all of your comments. Thank you to Joanna. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. It's been fantastic, and I really hope that you love this box and you can't wait to get home and craft with it, because it is fabulous, and we would love to see you makes in the Chloe's Creative Cards group as well. So I think all that's left for me to say is I hope that everyone has a fantastic Christmas and a very happy new year. We've got another couple of little Christmas treats coming up for you all over the next couple of weeks. So keep an eye on your emails and keep an eye on Facebook as well. And I hope you all have a fantastic Christmas. And I will see you again in 2025 with lots of new goodies. We have got some fantastic product launches already sorted and in the warehouse. So it's all exciting, all ready to go. So thank you all so much for joining me today.